All honor, all glory, all praises be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all that I can do in pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Now this it's going into this United Nations, WHO, World Health Organization, okay, the WHO. It's going into that, but this United Nations, okay. The Lord didn't want, Slovakia. The Lord didn't want no United Nations, okay. He doesn't want, even amongst us, the scriptures we're about to go into, Amos 3:3. We can't even be doing no unity camps, all right. If we're not saying the same thing, and our mind is not according to the next man's mind who's standing right there, he should be saying the same thing. I should be saying the same thing. We should be acting the same way, behaving the same way. One body, one faith, one doctrine, right? So, the Lord is not with this United Nations, all right? The Lord chose a way for us. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai chose a way for us. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, as you see in Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He didn't deal with these other nations as such. And you know what? Let's go to that scripture real quick. He didn't give these nations what we got, okay? He wanted a clear separation between us and them. What their inheritance is and what they're supposed to act and do, that's for them. You know, Moab, he has his culture, his way. The Hamites, they have their culture, their way. Ishmael, he has his culture, his way, etc. and so on, right? And they all have characteristics and traits. Now, when you go into the, who is Esau, Edom, was it Charles, can't remember his full name, but you can PDF it, because that book right now is like probably 600, actually more than that. What am I talking about? It's like $3,000 or whatever. But even in that book, it talks about the characteristics. I forgot what page it was. It was dealing about Esau, Edom, but it tells you that the lineage of these people, they have a characteristics, they have a way. Okay. So we were given a way. We were given a heritage. The Lord don't want us to mix up and mingle with these people, okay, and serve their gods and do what they do. Psalms 147, verse 19, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Okay? So the Lord is only dealing with his people. He's not dealing with the rest of the world. That's why we can't have this United Nations. And even in the house of Israel, Romans 16:17, mark them that cause divisions and don't teach according to this doctrine, roughly phrasing. Okay? So no, we can't walk with you. Psalms 144 and verse 15, happy is that people. Did it say all peoples? Did it say everybody in the world? Did it say, all these other nations? Happy is all nations? No. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose power is Yahweh. Wow. That says a lot right there. But anyways, the Lord doesn't want to deal with Ishmael. If he wanted the covenant for Ishmael and all the rest of them, or whoever else, he would have declared that. He would have said that. he would have said, actually, let me, in fact, before I go there, yeah. Oh, First Chronicles 16 and 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. Chosen ones? He didn't choose nobody else? No. What does it say there? Ye seed of Israel, his servant. Going back to Romans 9 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. Okay? Now, did he make a covenant with, look, even verse 16. Actually, let me start from 15. Be mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations of Israelites, okay, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, Ishmael, Esau, Moab. No, it doesn't say that. We can clearly see it right here, okay? Even the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an just to when Yahushua steps on the scene, that's it. No, for an everlasting covenant. Okay, so these other people want to mix up and mingle. Lord said that, O ye seed of Israel, his servant, right? Well, I quoted before here, Romans 9 and 4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants. See that? What we just read? And the giving of the law and the service of God, Slakia, and the service of God and the promises. Who's the servants? Going back to First Chronicle. Okay? It's very easy, man. Very, very easy. So, jumping into the meat of the lesson, Lord don't want no United Nations, okay? He separated us for a reason. Amos 3 and 3, can two walk together except they be agreed? And no, we can't accept the way of the heathens. We can't walk being in United Nations. No, we can't do that, okay? And this World Health Organization, if I had the bigger picture up, I would have showed you, but and even this right here. But this World Health Organization reminds me of the NWO, okay? The New World Order, that panel, okay? So going back into this, can two walk together, at least they be agree, okay? And we're the ones that said, let me go into the Psalms. We're the only ones who could be obedient unto the Lord, okay? Because he gave it unto us. He didn't give it unto the rest of the world. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us knee before Yahweh, our Maker. And we already went through who Yahweh was for, who he chose. He chose Israel. He chose us. He didn't choose the whole world. All the rest of the world is like a lily drop. All these other nations. All right? So when you go into this, one word that I really want to bring out here is obedience. Okay? To bow down, to bow, reverence, fall down, but obedience. Obedience, okay? So took time, to screenshot it here. And out of obedience, the fact of obeying, submissiveness, right? Just want to get the highlighted parts to obey. Obey what? His commandments, his law, statutes, commandments, which he gave to us, right? Not these other nations. To obey, bending or prostrate of the body as a gesture of submission or respect, a bow or courteousy, Slovakia, an act of reverence, okay? So when you go into the next portion. We'll line it all up. Carry out the commandments of someone. Going back into the law, statutes, commandments, which was given unto us. Okay, the service, Romans 9, and going back into First Chronicle, who's the servant, right? Israel's the servant. Going into Romans 9:4, the service, the adoption, the glory, all of that. Okay, that's for us. Who's the adoption for? The ones who are walking as Gentiles in a heathen state of mind, mixing and mingling amongst these fucking nations, which the Lord don't want you to unite with them. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Obviously, we know that's dealing with Esau, Edom, but these other nations as well. Psalms 94:20, okay? So going back into this, obey, the verb, okay? Carry out the commandments of someone. In this case, we're dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, of course, right? Submit to a commandment, rule, etc. Obey, be obedient, okay? Obedient, be subject, serve, serve, pay attention, to give ear, literally, listen, hear, to perceive, okay? And what are we listening to, and what are we doing? We're following the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? We're doing those acceptable things onto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're the ones to follow his commandments, in which he gave us to do the service unto him. Behaving, acting, like I said before, the video I made earlier, you know, what's your diet? Your diet doesn't just consist of what you throw in your mouth, but also what you see, hear, do, speak, you know, how you act, right? So on to us, we're to, praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? We're to praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We need to, be as these people in the world, mixed up in folly, okay? We're to do what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said to do. So that was going into that portion right there, the obedience, and who's to what, we're to what. Oh, come, let us, the us is Israelites, okay? Do what? Worship Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The fuck is this goddamn shit, yo? Slack about that. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before Yahweh, our Maker, okay? Yeah, we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. So going back into this, okay, I don't want to get off topic here. Let's go back to Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And we can't be with these other nations, okay? Like a lion don't journey with a hyena, a fox with a dog, sheep with sheep, right? So Leviticus 20:26. Let me get the other one up too. Exodus. I'll go into this real quick. Leviticus 20:26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. Right? The Lord don't want us to be mixing up and mingling with these people. He separated us from them, okay, to serve him, to do what he's commanded us, obey, listen, obedient, commanding us to do, right? So us uniting with these other nations is not a good idea, okay? The Lord already, You know, the Bible is there for you to learn, man. It's giving us tons of examples of why we shouldn't be mingling with these people, you know, doing what they're doing. Because great judgment comes upon us when we start to act like them and behave like them, you know. There's a way that seemeth right unto the man. Proverbs 16:25, right? And also Proverbs 14, I think, too. You know, but the ways thereof, you know, are of death, man. Okay? Psalms 106 and verse 35. But will mingle among the heathen and learn their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and daughters unto devils. Right, and when you go to Baruch chapter 4, starting from verse 6 to about 8 or 9, 9 or 8, you see what the Lord, he was pissed off with us. Okay, and many other scriptures too. So the Lord don't want us mixing and mingling with these people, okay? Learning their works, being united with them, okay? Exodus 19 and 5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. Okay? So did it say unto the children of Israel, Moab, all these other? No. It didn't say that. It said unto us. This was a message unto us. Okay? A strict commandment directly given unto who? Us. Okay? To obey his voice, to follow his laws, statutes, commandments, to do what the Lord has commanded us to do, which is obey him, be obedient to him. The whole book is here giving you examples upon examples upon examples of disobedient people, okay, of the house of Israel. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, okay? So we want Genesis 11 and Deuteronomy 7. So anyways, going back into this, Genesis 11 and 1, and the whole earth, was of one language and of one speech. And the Lord don't want that. Okay, that's why you see these other nations. Well, we're going to right now. And Yahweh said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So Yahweh scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because Yahweh did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did Yahweh scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So the main point, the Lord didn't want these people to come together to be a united nation. You understand? Because he is a holy people unto him. He doesn't want all these people to join together and then they're going to commit folly. They're going to be doing whatever they please to do, right? There will be no restraint from them. Going back to Psalms 106, they will mingle amongst the heathen and learn their works, serve their idols, right? So the Lord didn't want this. It was like, no, I've chosen you. I've chosen you. Okay? I don't want all the rest of these people. To hell with them. I want you. Okay? But, you know how Jake is. Foolish. Okay? Deuteronomy 7. And starting from 6. For thou art holy. For thou art holy. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. And Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. See? So, you are a special people unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You're not supposed to be doing the things that, what these other, people are doing. Okay? You have a certain way to live your life. You can't be as these people here. You can't be mingling with them and doing what they're doing. You got to be serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai if you're an Israelite. And this is the way that you serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You make sure that you know, get out there in the highways and byways, you put up your videos, you do what you're supposed to be doing, you know? Man, these guys are some fucking crackheads, man. God damn. Anyways, you know, the Lord separated us from these junkies in the world, alright? They have their way, and we have a way, and our way is top prize. What the Lord say? He said that Yahweh have chosen thee to be a special people. Did it say all peoples, Moab, da? No. Chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And remember, the Lord said, Hebrews 13:8, Malachi 3:6 is that. The Lord changed not. Same thing with Yahweh Shai. Same today and yesterday. And tomorrow. And forevermore, man. Roughly phrasing, okay? So no, the Lord don't want all these people in the world. He wants his people to follow what he has chosen them to do. So no United Nations, okay? No, don't want no United Nations. They're not listening to the Lord. Even our people, okay? 2/3 of our people ain't trying to hear this word. Ain't trying to get down. Anyways, Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided the nation, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Okay? What the hell are you talking about? United Nations. It says the Most High divided them. Okay? He divided them. And it just so happens that what? Israel is his. It says that what? For Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. Salakia. So, you know, all these other nations on this face of this earth, the Lord's not dealing with them. He's dealing with his people. He wants his people to follow his commandments, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? He doesn't want no United Nations. Yeah, I would. You know what? Let me get that real quick before I close out. Hebrews 13 and 8. Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. Okay? So, the sun don't change. I wonder where he got that from. Let's go somewhere real quick. Malachi 3 and 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Okay? So, bottom line is, the Lord don't want your United Nations talking about we gonna unite, we gonna be good together and all. No, no, no. The Lord's not dealing with that. Suck it. The Lord don't want us to mix and mingle with you, man. Because your ways are perverse. And you have not. Unless, well, no, the Lord don't even want us to mix and mingle with you. Because, unless all of Israel is pushing the law, statutes, commandments, even then, the Lord don't want us to be mix and mingle. You won't be in our kingdom, okay? In our courts. You'll have your little places in the world to build, live, and die, and be regenerated again. Cool, whatever. But you're not going to be in our safe spot. You're not going to be in our zones, okay? So, Lord don't want us to be mingling up and mixing and, all that bullshit. No. So, hey, no United Nations. Bonafide upon that, because that right there, the Lord he's not happy with that. We already read back. The Lord said, what? When the Most High divided, right? When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, right? And then going back to Genesis chapter 11, Lord put a tongue twister in between them people because he don't want them to come together. He separate them, scattered them, confounded them, okay? And the same thing right now the Lord is doing. He's setting a separation. He don't want us to mix and mingle with you people, okay? So, hey, no United Nations, man. And with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Wah, apat babal. Shalom.